Hello, I'm Richard Gutierrez, and for my project, I will be addressing the clinical preceptor shortage one click at a time. The following is the table of contents that I will be discussing. The first is significance of the problem, followed by the PCOT question, review of the literature, summary of evidence, plan of action, change theory, recommended best practice, policy and protocols, and website information. So, significance of the problem. Preceptorship plays a crucial role in nursing education by allowing students to bridge the gap between theoretical or didactic knowledge and practical skills. It provides students with a valuable opportunity to integrate classroom learning into real-world clinical scenarios. Preceptorship also enables students to apply the theoretical concept they've learned in a controlled clinical setting. But most importantly, it provides a supportive learning environment where students can receive guidance and mentorship from experienced healthcare professionals. Currently, while many graduate and advanced practice nursing programs require clinical preceptorships, unfortunately so do other healthcare disciplines, which further limit the availability of preceptorships. So while challenges in acquiring preceptorships remain a significant challenge, collaborative efforts between nursing programs, healthcare institutions, and regulatory bodies can help address the shortage of clinical preceptors. So my PCOT question is, will the addition of a dedicated preceptor website within an F&P program increase preceptor participation versus traditional methods of informational delivery within 1 year of its use? Review of the literature. So conducting a comprehensive literature review is obviously a crucial step in any research project. For my project, a systematic search was conducted across different databases, specifically PubMed, CINAHL, and Google Scholar. To ensure the literature review focused on the intended topic, specific search terms were used. This allowed for me to find various key concepts relevant to the research topic. Search terms were nursing, preceptor, clinical placement, barriers, nurse practitioner, education, physician assistant, shortage, community, clinical-based, web-based, metrics, academia, and recruitment. Summary of evidence. The literature review focused on research articles generated using specific keywords as mentioned, and this resulted in an overlap of findings related to clinical placement processes for nurse practitioner students. One study utilized a survey-based methodology to collect data from various nurse practitioner programs across the nation. The study aimed to understand how these programs manage clinical placements and identified potential obstacles and best practices. Another study employed a qualitative or mixed methods research approach to explore specific barriers that hinder the placement of preceptors for nurse practitioner students. This approach allowed for a deeper exploration of the factors affecting clinical placement processes. Despite the differences in research methodologies, both studies identified common barriers that hindered the placement of preceptors for nurse practitioner students. In the survey-based study, the top 3 barriers included time constraints, lack of employer support, and clinicians' overall lack of interest in precepting. Now, understanding these barriers is essential for devising effective strategies to improve the clinical placement experience for nurse practitioner students. The identified barriers offer implications for nursing education programs, healthcare institutions, as well as policymakers to address challenges in clinical placements for nurse practitioner students. Plan of action. We were excited to introduce a new initiative aimed at boosting preceptor participation through the development of a dedicated preceptor website. The primary goal is to create an impactful online presence that serves as a resource hub, fostering increased engagement among preceptors, faculty, and students. Now, by having a dedicated website, our program gains enhanced credibility within the educational and clinical community, but in addition, this platform will serve as a showcase for our program strengths as well as our achievements. In one study, it highlighted that a well-designed website significantly increases the chances of generating leads. A dedicated website allows us to present our program's unique offerings to potential preceptors. Now, since the website is designed to be a standalone system, separate from the university's main site, It ensures that moderators as well as users have exclusive access to relevant preceptorship materials as well as correspondence. The website will provide comprehensive information about the preceptor role and responsibilities, and it is this transparency which we hope will encourage potential preceptors to understand their pivotal role in shaping future healthcare professionals. The website will also host training modules for preceptors, educating them on setting clear expectations, defining learning objectives, and providing both written and verbal feedback to their assigned students. The ultimate purpose of the dedicated preceptor website is to facilitate a seamless transition from academia to clinical practice. By providing comprehensive training and tools, we can ensure a mutually beneficial experience for both preceptors and preceptees. In our pursuit of boosting clinical preceptor participation, we're employing integrated analytical tools that are seamlessly embedded within our website. These tools will serve as the backbone of our evaluation strategy. A pivotal tool at our disposal is Google Analytics, which is seamlessly integrated into the website. This sophisticated tool grants our moderators an invaluable perspective into user behavior, traffic sources, and crucial conversion rates. The following images are examples of the type of data provided through Google Analytics. This data specifically was generated recently from a class presentation which I conducted on campus, where a QR code was provided to the audience as a direct link to the website. As you can see, I am able to view the amount of unique visitors for that day, their location, the method of how the website was accessed, and the average time on the site. As more information is added to the website, moderators will also be able to examine the type of pages our visitors frequent, as well as the actions they take, providing insights into their engagement levels. Our strategy also encompasses search engine optimization, otherwise known as SEO, which is a powerful technique for enhancing the visibility of our website, pages, and profiles across search engines. Now, by implementing effective SEO practices, we aim to make our website more discoverable, such that as more visitors engage with our content, the website gains popularity and its chances of appearing prominently in search results significantly increase. Now, by tapping into the power of these tools, we're not just enhancing our website's efficiency, we are empowering the success of our preceptorship program. The data we gather and the insights we gain will guide us toward a more engaged and participatory preceptor community. As we navigate the challenges posed by the preceptorship shortage, it's essential to explore creative solutions. One such innovative approach is the integration of simulations into healthcare education. The research demonstrates that simulations, particularly involving standardized patient experiences, contribute to heightened student satisfaction. Students often report that simulation experiences significantly enhance their clinical skills and competence, where true-to-life scenarios allow them to practice and refine their abilities in a controlled environment. Now, while the benefits of simulation learning are positive, it's yet to be determined whether the utilization of simulation, specifically involving standardized patients, can successfully facilitate the transfer of clinical competency from the controlled laboratory setting to actual practice. The National Organization of Nurse Practitioner Faculties has taken their own proactive step by developing and endorsing telehealth competencies tailored specifically for advanced practice RNs. These competencies are strategically designed to align with the knowledge and skills required for delivering effective healthcare through telehealth platforms. Research found that the competencies needed for telehealth are consistent with those required for in-person healthcare interactions. Change theory. So my change theory is based on Lewin's theory, or Lewin's three-stage model. Lewin proposes that individuals and groups of individuals are influenced by restraining forces or obstacles that counter driving forces aimed at keeping the status quo. And driving forces or positive forces for change push in the direction that causes change to happen. The three stages consist of unfreezing, or creating problem awareness, changing or moving, which seeks alternatives, and the refreezing process, which is integrating and stabilizing a new equilibrium into the system. For the first stage, the unfreezing process, I recognize the need to enhance preceptor participation and streamline the clinical placement process. I have identified the challenges and gaps in the current process and acknowledged the potential benefits of a dedicated preceptor website in increasing participation, credibility, and communication. For the second stage, which is the change or implementation phase, I develop a dedicated preceptor website to provide exclusive access to preceptorship-related content. I provide a platform for potential preceptors to understand their role, responsibilities, incentives, and training through information modules. The website will act as a communication hub for faculty, preceptors, and students to foster collaboration. For the final stage, which is the refreezing stage, I will ensure that the website becomes an integral part of the preceptorship process. I will promote the website's benefits and resources to preceptors, students, and faculty. I will gather feedback from users to identify areas of improvement and ensure ongoing relevance. And I will continuously update and refine the website's content and features based on user needs and evolving requirements. Now, as we tackle the challenges surrounding the preceptor shortages, it's important to recognize that no single solution can comprehensively remedy the situation. Acknowledging the multifaceted nature of the challenge, best practices advocate for a comprehensive or a holistic approach. In an incentive-based approach, best practices point to various compensation avenues, which range from faculty appointments and library access to financial payments and recognition events. These incentives are aimed to enhance preceptor engagement and commitment. In advancing clinical education strategies, early integration for readiness involves early integration of clinical exposure and readiness, preparing students well in advance of their clinical rotation. This ensures that they enter the experience fully equipped and confident. Leveraging alumni engagement allows for the maximization of potential alumni involvement in the preceptor role as a promising avenue. Their experiences and insights can be invaluable in nurturing future healthcare professionals. Finally, due to the complex nature involved with the shortage of preceptors, I recognize that to drive real change, a synchrony of proposed compensation models, strategic approaches, and cutting-edge technology is imperative. Policies. So for all faculty members in search for potential clinical preceptors, the initial engagement must be facilitated solely through the website for preliminary information dissemination. One in-person visit to the campus will be arranged with a faculty member from the program, and students will complete training modules during their didactic program specific to the clinical site that they will be attending, with information being distributed solely through the website. Protocols. Potential preceptors must schedule a formal informational session with a representative from the FNP program utilizing the link on the website. In-person visit will allow potential preceptors to discuss any questions or concerns that they may have while providing a formal introduction to faculty and staff whom they might be in communication with during the preceptorship. Students will be able to download and review material provided to them by faculty and their preceptors prior to their clinical rotation. A non-graded exam will then be given by faculty to assess knowledge of clinical site-specific information. So finally, the following slide is website information. The left side can be used to scan the QR code to access the mobile site, and the right side with the hyperlink can be used to access the desktop version. And these are my references. Thank you for your time and your attention.